the Oklahoma Sooner women. 2 games as they try to get back to the tournament, which got a little easier after the big win over the weekend. They'd like to continue their winning streak against an Iowa State Cyclone team that last year went 18-13 and split 9-9 in league play. And then they'll play the Raiders of Texas Tech, 14-17, 5-13 in Big 12 play last year. Preview the Iowa State Cyclones and the Red Raiders of Texas Tech, both home games for the Sooners. Next, Boomer Sooner 1982, don't go away. The women's version of Oklahoma looks to sweep the Cyclones of Iowa State. They'll play them in Norman this time. Last year, the Cyclones went 18-13, 9-9, split 9-9 in league play. Their head coach is Bill Finley, 1979 grad from William and Penn. They made it to the big dance last year with those 18 wins, but lost in the first round to Syracuse, 85-65. And Bill Finley is in his 23rd year in charge of the Sykes of Iowa State. Trying to keep them afloat will be number 21, Bridget Caldron, and number 3, Emily Durr. We'll start with 21, Bridget Caldron. Number 21, Bridget Caldron, averages 15.0 points per ball game last year, 5.7 boards, and 1.8 assists from last year's Cyclone team. While number 3, Emily Durr, averages 8.6 points per ball game, 2.9 boards, and 1.7 assists per ball game for the Sykes of Iowa State. The Sooners will then play the Red Raiders of Texas Tech for their final home meet. That's a Red Raider team that last year went 14-17, 5-13 in Big 12 play. Their head coach is Shimmy Gray Miller, 2003 graduate from Washington University. Last year they lost in the Big 12 championships, 95-63 to Baylor in the quarterfinal round of the Big 12 championships. And Coach Miller is in her first year in charge of the Raiders of Texas Tech. Trying to get Texas Tech back to where they need to be. Number 4, Reese Cardwell, and number 12, Jada Terry. We'll start with 4, Reese Cardwell. Averages 14.5 points per ball game, 2.8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per ball game for the Raiders of Tech. They also have number 12, Jada Terry, who averages 9.4 points per ball game, 6.2 boards, and 0.4 assists per ball game for the Raiders of Texas Tech. And finally, the Oklahoma Sooners. Can't have an Oklahoma Sooner preview without an Oklahoma Sooners, right? 22-9, 13-5 in Big 12 play last year. Lost to Coach Miller's Washington Huskies. Lost to them 108-82 last year in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Their head coach, however, is Sherry Cole. She's in her 20s. She's a 1980 grad from Oklahoma Christian University, and is in her 22nd year in charge of the Oklahoma Sooners. Scoring leaders returning, number 23, Maddie Manning, and number 0, Bees Pierre-Louis. We'll start with 23, Maddie Manning, averaging 12.6 points per ball game, 5.4 rebounds, and 2.1 assists per ball game. While number 0, Bees Pierre-Louis, averages 11.9 points per ball game, 7.9 rebounds per ball game, and 0.8 assists per ball game last year for the Sooners of Oklahoma. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You know the rest of the drill, right? You can follow this and all my other channels, all my other broadcasts. Boomer Sooner 1982 on YouTube. They're also up on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor, and they're on my Twitter, @HypeManHarry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care. I'm out of here. See ya.